We're live. Not gonna be with me? Hi everyone. I'm Liliana with the Breakout Studio. Trying to set up for a moment, give people time to come on. This is very thought about doing this a little bit last minute.
I'm not ready yet.
She's not ready yet. But I came on here because, as many of you know, we have scheduled a virtual wreath making event, and although I have done them before, I feel like the wreath community in general doesn't know about it. Before I was advertising them on Eventbrite. This time I'm not, because we're selling the tickets directly through my site. But I wanted to come here and answer any questions because I know it could be a little bit confusing for you. So before I even get started, let me make sure that if anybody does come on, I can see your questions. Because it's not virtual. That's the difference. That's what I'm going to explain. That's what I want to talk to you about. So let me just make sure that I can see any questions. And also for the replay, if anybody sees a replay, then this is also going to, like I said, answer all the questions. I have some questions written out that we have received because, like I said, people don't know what they're doing. This was my crazy idea, and I'll give you a little bit of history about myself and how this idea came about, because I've already done them and I love them. I really do love them. So let me make sure. I love how Facebook always does this for me. I can never see the questions immediately. It's like it takes like a few tries before I could get this. No, it doesn't want to do it. Never wants to do it. Here we go. Okay, I'm good now. All right. So like I said, on May 21st, we had to change the date because after we scheduled it, we noticed that it was scheduled for Mother's Day weekend. And Mother's Day weekend is a big deal. A lot of people travel. So we figured it would be best to just reschedule it for May 21st. And that also gave me time to do this for you, and also gives Greenery Market time to ship out the kits. It takes a little bit of time to send them out. So what exactly is this? Well, actually, before I get started, let me tell you a little about myself so you know. So as you know, if you're one of my followers, I'm Liliana with the Breakout Studio, and I have a corporate background. So I do have a design background, but that transitioned into a corporate background for some time. And when I was in corporate America, I was a trainer. And I got to travel a bit and teach people. I was in the financial world, and I had to teach people how to use systems, right? We designed a new system. Well, the team designed a new system, and then I was chosen to be one of the people that got to go out and travel to the different branches and train people. Besides that, we did online trainings, and then I also trained a whole team virtually. There's a whole other project virtually, and our team was in India. I was one of those companies that ended up offshoring a lot of the things that we did. And that was before Zoom. But that brings me to Zoom. COVID happened, and Zoom became a big thing. Before Zoom was Skype, remember? So we got to see each other and FaceTiming and all this cool stuff. I love that. I miss interacting with people. So I had this idea. My daughter's crying. I think she wants to be here. You want to be here? Come on. She's being dramatic. So anyway, so come on, baby. So anywho, so I miss being around people, and I love interacting with people. I loved being in the training room. I love helping people do things. So even though I do come on Facebook and do tutorials, I know I haven't been as consistent as I used to be. I used to be on at least 2 times per week. Say hi, Gata. Gata, I don't know what's going on. You okay? Why are you crying?
I wasn't ready yet.
You weren't ready to go live? Yeah, but the time was 1:30. We have to go live. We had to. People are ready. So say hi. Say hi. They're there. They're there. People are saying hi to you. She won't be there the day of. But anywho, so when that happened, when COVID happened and everything, I was like, although we do see each other, I mean, you do see me when I'm doing a tutorial and you go back and you play it back, it's not the same as being together doing them. And I'm always taking classes, always doing webinars, and I'm part of the whole Zoom world where I'm always taking courses and with my coaches and my mentors. So we get to see each other. So I'm like, why don't we bring the making of wreath stuff and bring let's make a wreath together. Let's bring that corporate conference background that I have, and come on, everybody's doing webinars. I'm sure somebody in here that's part of the Wreath. I'm not the only one that's been part of Zoom webinars, right? Well, not webinars, Zoom lives. So, because there is a difference. So a Zoom webinar is more like there's a chat box where you could ask questions. There's a part where you could ask questions. The Zoom Live is where you could actually have your screen on and you could see each other if you wanted to. And you could ask the questions in the chat. So that's why I wanted to do this. And like I said, I have done them. I have promoted them through Eventbrite and I loved it. I personally loved it. So the difference instead is that, because I have a wreath kit that I do sell, is you're watching me, you buy the wreath kit and then you watch me make the wreath kit and then I sell the wreath kit and then you watch the playback and you make it, right, on your own time. The difference here is that you're doing it live with me. So as I'm doing it, we're all together, we're all making the wreath at the same time. So that's why I said you need to have enough time to receive the kit. So if the event is on the 21st, we're gonna close sales by the 7th. Just to give everybody enough time, because depending on where you are, you want to have enough time for Greener Market to pack them and ship them to you. So that day, your camera's on if you want to, and we're going to all go step by step and make the wreath together. So, am I making a wreath today? No, Michelle, no. Hi, Michelle, hi. No, I'm not making a wreath today. This is actually the wreath kit. I already made it by myself. See it back here? This is the wreath that we're going to be making together. This is the wreath kit back here. The difference with that one is that I made it with a white work one. That's the difference. We're all going to be together. And when I'm making this wreath, I want to make it as if you didn't have all the cool tools. Like most of us are part of the wreath world. We've been doing this for a while. Like I actually think that it's best that if anybody does join the group, they already had some kind of wreath experience. And the reason I say it, well, it's actually going to be easier because you have a wreath kit. I gave the option of people buying their own kits in the past, and it didn't work out where we're live. And before I get started, we go through the supplies, right? We go through the product. What do we have? This is what we're working with. These are our tools. And some people didn't have the right things. Like if I said, okay, work wreath, they went to Michael's and got just a regular green one, you know, the ones they use like for burlap, or you have to add pipe cleaners. And it was like, that's not it, buddies. And I felt so horrible. So we figured, you know, it's easier to just sell the kit. And obviously we're going to keep doing these. So there will be times where we do a little bit of both. But we figured because I already have experience, but I've done it twice and it didn't actually go so smoothly. We're going to offer the kit where you just buy everything. It's part of the ticket price. So you buy the ticket and then you buy it off of my website, and then from there I forward that information, or I order it for you through Greener Market, and then they ship it to you. So with the wreath kit, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the work wreath, you're gonna get the sign, this Greener Market, which hasn't been listed. This is exclusive to us. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Actually, I had to tell Alana, this is one of my new favorites. You get the burlap, and you know their burlap is amazing. You get 3 ribbons. You have these 3 ribbons that are right here. And then 2 lemon picks. 2 lemon picks. So during the event, we're also going to make our own, we have to break these up. You see this? These aren't just stuck in there. So we have to break these up and we have to tape them. So we're gonna learn how to tape together, and we're also gonna make a bow. See, there's a bow back there. So we're gonna make a bow. Now, like I said, what I was saying was that I'm going to make this like as if I didn't have the tools that wreath makers use. For example, once you've been making wreaths and you're selling wreaths, right? A lot of us are selling our wreaths. We find shortcuts, or we find ways of being more efficient, right?
I got this.
Yeah, and she got that. She painted that. So pretty. So pretty, your cat.
It's a cat.
It's a cat. So we don't sit here and measure out, well, not anymore, right? We don't sit here and measure out on our mats 12 inches and cut, 12 inches and cut, right? But we used to. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do 12 inches and cut, 12 inches and cut. Yes, we have these boards, and we self-made them, we bought them, whatever it may be. You know, you wrap it around and then you cut it once. No, we're not doing that. We're taking our time to do it as if you did not have these shortcuts, these materials. So if you want to go ahead and do it a little bit faster and then hang out for a bit, then go for it. You could do that. But I'm going to do everything step by step, like if I did not have these shortcuts. So that's why I scheduled so much time. Everybody's wondering, why is it so long? Because if you are making a wreath, if you're watching the tutorial, when I made these, it took me over 2 hours. 2 hours, 15 minutes. But with questions, it's going to take a little bit longer. It's going to take longer than 2 hours. Then we're going to have the intro, which actually I was contemplating on doing the intros and all that stuff before sending them in as a video, just to make sure everybody has the correct equipment or software to log in, meaning Zoom. So we don't waste time and we just jump right in. So I'm going to send you everything. So the questions that we've been receiving, and I have some of them written down, is, all right, so that's what I mean. Like, what is a virtual tutorial? It means that we're all together. If anybody has not been on Zoom, with Zoom, you could see each other on the screen. So do you need to have Zoom? Yes, you need to have Zoom. Do you need to have a computer? No, you do not need to have a computer. You just need to have access to the internet, which you could do with your phone. You could actually access Zoom through your phone. You do not need to have your screens on, and Zoom is actually, you could have a free trial. You do not have to pay for Zoom. Zoom is a free trial, but you need to have a Zoom account. Once you purchase your kit, you're going to get a regular confirmation. Within 24 hours, you receive the shipment information the order information from Greenery Market. And then you're going to start getting a sequence of emails from me, which is, all right, this is a Facebook group, which I created a Facebook group for everybody that's part of the event. So once you make your wreath, yeah, guys, we're all making the same wreath, but they all look different. I've been to retreats, and we all are working on the same wreath, and they all look different. So it's fun to see what everybody's take, even though we're working with the same materials, they look different, and that's pretty cool. So we're having a Facebook group where we can all connect, and you can share your projects there. The Facebook group is not going to be up forever. It's only going to be up until the next retreat is, the next live is up. So like about a month. So there's a Facebook group where you get to know each other. So yes, we do need to have Zoom, and because we're also going to have breakouts. And what exactly is a breakout? So anybody that has been to a conference, you have like the main stage, and then afterwards you have like little classes that are going on the side, right? Like, okay, hey guys, we'll all meet here, and then 1 o'clock you go to this room, and the other, what class are you going to? Oh, I'm going to room A, I'm going to room B. We're gonna do that. I want to have breakouts. So for example, I'm gonna say, all right, we're cutting ribbon. Everybody cut your ribbon 13 inches. I'm gonna break you out. So all of a sudden, the computer, you don't have to do anything. You're gonna notice something's gonna happen, and all of a sudden you're in a different room, right? Remember, it's all virtual. You're in a different room with like 5 other people. Honestly, I don't know how many right now, but 5 other people, and you're all there, and you're all cutting your ribbon. You can see each other, but it's a breakout, and you could get to meet each other. Hi, how are you? I don't believe the chat. I don't remember, but I don't believe the chat function is available. But you could see each other and talk to each other if you want to. If you want to turn off your computer, then turn it off. Also, if you need to step away for a moment and let's say go to the restroom, do so. We're still gonna be there. We're still gonna be working. I'm gonna be there. Even if I need to step away for a few seconds, I'll step away for a few seconds and I'll come back. Hola Luz, ¿cómo estás? Hola. Oh. So, I wish I could ship, but she's international. She's saying hi? Say hola.
Hola.
So yeah, so if you need to step away, you could feel free, step away and come back. I just suggest, because I myself had did it once, don't bring your computer to the bathroom. Because if you leave your camera on, we're gonna see you. We're gonna hear things. So just remember, turn off your camera if you step away, or if you bring it with you, but you don't have to because we're still there. The meeting is going to be recorded. So, but also, I'm not sure if I'm gonna give you the link for the Zoom, because that's gonna be longer, because I also recorded myself making that one. So if you happen to have to leave early or whatever, the link for this one is gonna be available, so you could actually just fast forward through that if you wanna continue making it. So that's it. I think that's about it. Have I been here long enough? How long have I been here? I haven't been here long enough. I know everybody tells me to stay a little bit longer, because if not, Facebook doesn't show me. But that's about it. I don't see any other questions. Just if I was making a wreath. And no, I'm not making a wreath right now. Sorry. But if you go, I know, baby. But if you go on my page, if you go on the videos, there's tons of videos there.
Mommy,
I actually made a lemon wreath last year, and there's a lemon wreath tutorial, which is kind of similar to this one. There's a lemon wreath tutorial there. But the purpose of, baby, give me a second. But the purpose of, yeah, you're dancing. Yeah, they can't see you.
Dancing.
Okay, I'm trying to talk.
You're stuck.
You're stuck? Oh, she's stuck. So the purpose of this is not just to be making a wreath. Well, yeah, it's about making it virtually. You could be watching a video. you watch the whole video, and then afterwards you buy the kit. And don't get me wrong, I still do that. I love doing that. I still buy my kits, but this was supposed to be an event, a different experience. We're doing it together. So you watch the live for 2 hours, right? It takes me 2 hours to make a live video usually. And then you order your kit, and then you take another 2 hours to make it. So why not do it together? Why not do it together at that same time? And then you have no excuse to not finish it, because how many of us don't buy a kit? I'm gonna be honest, I have a kit that I bought back in, it's gonna be 4 years. It was a bunny kit. It was a bunny kit. And I still have that bunny down there. I used everything. I used the flowers, I used the ribbon, I used everything, but the bunny's still downstairs. The bunny's still in my craft room. I still haven't made the bunny. But how many of us have kits that we have purchased and yet we still haven't gotten around to them? Or we start working on a wreath and then, you know what, that wasn't the ribbon I wanted. You put it aside, and next thing you know, the season ended and you didn't get back to it. It happens. It happens. I still have a Valentine's Day wreath downstairs and a couple of Christmas ones that I tried to make a coordinating pair and I couldn't find the right gingerbread man, so it's still downstairs. They are still downstairs. So it happens. But here you have everything. You schedule your time. Your time is on the calendar. Your time is planned. So there's no excuse. That's why when I was in corporate America, that is why they made us travel. Because once they had us away in those conference rooms and in that hotel, we had no excuse. You were there to learn to pay attention. So if you have this time scheduled, these 4 hours, which honestly I don't think we're gonna make it to 4, but we could make it to 3. I believe we would make it to 3, 3.5. That is why. No, we will make it to 3. We will make it to 3.
You see it up there?
Yeah, I did it. Last time I did it was from 2 to 5. Yeah, 2 to 5. So we did make it to 3 hours. But that's with going through materials, going through supplies, all that stuff. So make it to 3 hours. But if you have your time scheduled, you're gonna be there and you're gonna do it. But if you say, "Oh, we're gonna do this later," if we're gonna do this tomorrow, or we're gonna have a meeting later, you're not gonna get to it. When you schedule something, you're gonna get it done. So that's why, and that's what I learned being part of that whole corporate world for so long. And that's why
Mommy,
I was in meetings all the time.
Mommy,
I was on a plane where they will just send us like, "Hey, you have to go to California," and all of a sudden we're all there.
Mommy.
Why? Or you're going to, I'm from Jersey, so you're going to Atlantic City. Really? We just have a meeting here? No, because they need to have us in that conference room the whole day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's why they did it, to make us focus. So if we're doing it, we could do it virtually, guys. Let's do it virtually. So that's why I'm doing this. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in here. I'm not going to delete this.
Mommy.
This live is still going to be here. Like I said, oh, wait a minute. I didn't add the link. I didn't add the link.
Mommy.
Yes, baby.
Why do we have another one?
What other one?
This.
What are you talking about?
This.
Oh, because I'm making 2 of them. She's asking why I have 2 signs, because we have the other one back there. So if you're just logging on, if you're just not coming on, oh boy. Sorry, I'm trying to find I'm going to give the direct link to buy the kit. So again, no, be careful. So when you purchase the kit, it's gonna include the ticket for the event, which the event's gonna be approximately 4 hours, and also the wreath kit shipped. So you don't have to pay for shipping; it's included in the price. So that's about it. So let me make sure that I put the link in here.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
I can see the word.
You can see it.
Yeah.
And the reason, like I said, it takes 4 hours because we're going to go through everything. We're going to make the bow. We're going to make picks. So that's why there are certain items that I also did place in the, you're going to get in the instructions, you're going to see it. That's the direct link for the kit itself, but here is the link for the event. Let me put the link for the event. It's a little bit different, but they both end up in the same place. But the reason why we take so much time, and I say so much time because I'm gonna be, it is a lot of time. I'm not gonna lie. I know that it's a lot of time, but yeah. So you're gonna need to have a photo tape, because we're gonna take this apart. And when you take this apart, you don't just add them right into the wreath. You have to actually tape them into little groups. So if you never taped before, I tape a lot. I actually made my own bow picks recently, and I'm like, you know what? No, people don't really do this, so that's why I like to share info. That's why those of us that are out here, it's because we like to share what we know with others, and it's pretty cool. So if you have any questions, let me see if I have any other questions that we received and questions that I thought of. That's about it. That's about it. But yes, if you're part of the live tutorial, you could ask questions as we go along. She's watching herself. So you could ask questions. I'm gonna be able to go through and pause a little bit. I'm gonna have someone with me also to. Baby, can you please? So if you have any questions as you're working, you could just type it in the chat. And if someone has never been on Zoom, let me know. I'm actually thinking about having a Zoom test. For those of you that don't know what it is, just having a day where I send out link to my personal Zoom room, and that way you could all come in with me and see what it's like. Because I know a lot of people here haven't probably never been on Zoom. I live on Zoom. I have like weekly meetings with my friends. Sometimes we're like, let's meet on Zoom. My daughter's birthday was during COVID, and we had a Zoom party. I sent links to everybody, and we cut her cake via Zoom. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? So, well, a lot of our birthdays were during COVID, but I'm saying what was it? That was your second or third birthday? But the family couldn't be here with us. That was during the height of COVID 2 years ago. Hold on. Oh no, that was your third birthday. So anyways, so we're gonna go through cutting these and shaping them. All these little things that we don't do, because when you're watching a video, a lot of times you're zooming through it, right? You have zoom, no pun intended. So you're trying to be quick, and you skip, and you skip. You're just like, all right, what am I doing next? And what's the next step? Here, we're gonna go slowly through it, so you know exactly what you need to do. And we're doing it together, and you can make friends, especially during the breakouts. You chat with each other, you have conversations, and that's about it. It's about building a community, getting to know each other, and having fun. Because I have fun. I have fun when I go to webinars, when I attend webinars, even the virtual ones. I have fun. You'll see me. I'm part of, and the fun thing is that whenever I've gone to these virtual webinars, baby, I can hear that so loud. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. When I go to virtual webinars, when you see the person the next time, you're like, hey, and you could direct message each other like, hey, like Yvonne, or when I was at an event one time, and we already know each other from so many events that we've been together, that it's like, hey, how you doing? I didn't expect to see you here. How's it going? Blah, 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 and then you all message each other, and you see just the hellos, and you get to know each other, and it's fun, Same thing like when you are part of any Wreath groups that you're part of, and you go onto the lives, and you're all saying hi to each other. It's the same thing, but this time you're working together. You're not just watching, you're working. So 2 birds with 1 stone. So that's about it. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in here. Like I said, I'll come back and I'll answer any questions. But I came here because I was really hoping to answer any doubts that you may have had, because I know this is something different. And I just felt like I needed to marry both my worlds, which I already did it a few times. But I did it, now I'm joining with Greenery Market because they have amazing, amazing product, and you know what you're going to have. So. And she's able to, well, they are, Alana and Bill are able to provide more supplies for a bigger group. Me, I was just able to only a few people at a time. So that's why we're trying to share this. And that's about it. Do we see any questions, Kata?
Yeah.
You see questions?
Yeah.
No, I just see a thumbs up from Luz. We're not working. No, Michelle, we're not making a wreath today. That's about it.
Yeah.
You want to say anything? No? Just thank you?
Yeah, I want to say something.
Oh, boy.
I got this from Easter, and I painted it, and then Mommy let me to. Then Edda's just in school, my brother, and then he's like 10 already to go to school. He was like 5 already, and 10 now, because he's still 10 and he's growing up and more.
Yeah, awesome. All right, that's it. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you for being here with us. Also, if you want more updates, my website, eventcraftstudio.com, only 1 S, but actually you could do both. Eventcraftstudio.com, and there I'm sending emails regularly. And if you do join us and purchase a kit, you'll automatically be added to the email list, and you'll be receiving regular emails. So you're not gonna miss the event. Like I said, I've done them through Eventbrite. I have auto emails, and you're gonna be getting a notification like, "Hey guys, see you in a week, see you in 3 days, see you today, see you in an hour, see you in 15. Where are you?"
Mommy,
So
my finger's stuck.
So it's pretty. Your finger's stuck. Awesome. Okay, and unfortunately she will not be there with us. You're so good. She will not be there with us. She will not be there with us that day because we need to focus, because we need to work. So that's about it. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great afternoon, and hope to see you. Take care. Bye. Wait.
Wait.